Hey guys, what's up? User here. Couple new clips, I guess not newish, but this is a December clip and a January clip, and I wanted to kind of talk through these clips because, well, for one, NCAA didn't show us a damn thing the other night, literally nothing, 0% footage. So at least from all the complaints I've been seeing about Maximum Football, this is 100% more footage that they posted January 11th than EA and the NCAA posted about the upcoming hypothetical NCAA football game that they're, I guess, allegedly making. It's just an idea at this point. When I talk about this footage too, I want you guys to understand. I understand this game is flawed. There's lots of issues. It looks like from the gameplay, but I'm okay with the gameplay having issues when it's doing football stuff at times. And I know that sounds kind of, playing the victim here and giving remorse to a game like this, but what I'm saying is I can give them a pass in certain instances because of the size of the studio. It's going to be a free game. There's going to be updates, the customization, and has a lot of other strengths. And I'm not saying that the gameplay is bad, but I do want to talk through it and play it at speed. So this is the first clip. This was posted in December. All right, so for what that is, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here and slow it down. So let's talk through a couple things here. First of all, I want to talk about a interaction. Well, let me say this. Both of these clips looks like they're running a three-man line with a cover zero man coverage blitz. So what that indicates is there's usually a six-man pressure in a cover zero situation. You're sending more than the offense can block in hopes the ball comes out quick and it gives your DBs a chance to cover for that 2 to 3 second window, tight man-to-man coverage, and forced turnovers essentially. So what happens here is I believe you're going to get a blitzer from the edge here. You're going to have these three guys and both linebackers coming. So what that does is puts this corner, and I think both safeties basically on islands. So um, going here at half speed, you're going to see the blitz coming. There's going to be someone running with this player. I believe it's the safety. So you're locked on here, safety. Safety's one-on-one with this tight end, and then your other corner's locked on here with your Z receiver. So the offensive line is starting to pick this up and form a pocket. You're going to get a really cool interaction here with number 50. He gives a push-pull on that defensive, I guess it's an end in the 3-4, and he puts him on his face. I thought that was really cool. You do have a little bit of an issue here on the right side. Now, you have one end basically head up on the outside, which basically schematically is going to bring two free blitzers here off the edge. Your running back is blocking and helping out here to the left side. So if these two players don't get this blocking scheme right, it's going to bring some free heat off the edge, forcing the quarterback up into the pocket. Now, when I talk about this game too, we don't know anything about the ratings, how the overalls of these players are, how good the teams are. We don't know. And if we're assuming that Maximum is an NCAA experience, I'm okay with situations where if low overall players are giving up plays like this where they're just not good enough to block blitzes like this, then how do we fault the game for that? I understand there are situations in Madden where the AI simply does not block someone. They just don't. And there's clips all over Reddit, everywhere, where the AI simply misses the blocking assignment. And it's not because of the low overall, it's not because of ratings, it's simply because the game is a fucking mess and it just can't do it. Here in this situation, I want to say that it's a combination of the two things. The AI right here is struggling because it doesn't have a head up assignment. This should turn into a double team block. Unfortunately, it doesn't, and it would make this look a little bit cleaner. But this should be a situation where pre-snap, these two players understand If I don't have a blitz threat here, I'm either helping here or helping here, which then could let this guy peel off and possibly pick up one of these outside blitzers. But at the end of the day, there's a numbers game where they don't have enough numbers to block all these players. It looks chaotic, and to be honest with you, as messy as it looks like football. Football's not perfect, but it's, this is a hurried throw. That's what schematically this play is supposed to do. Now, I will say I'm a little disappointed in the animation and stuff from the DBs here. They don't look fluent. They're running into position here, so that's okay. But just from a DB perspective, this interaction doesn't look very good. So what you're going to get here is an out and up from this X receiver. It looks like a deep out route from this guy, and you're going to get a couple other little routes developing here. But you're going to see they all run open. So this must not be a very good man coverage team. Basically, these are both, in my opinion, open routes. So we'll go ahead and just say any one of these throws the quarterback would have had as a hot read. He chooses to throw this out and up play, probably knowing that it's cover zero. The safety came down here to pick up this leaking running back. And what I love about this play is he doesn't throw it here where the player is. He throws it to the spot the route is going to develop to, which I didn't think this game had that ability to do that. I'm not saying it's because of the user interface or something like that. I think it's just simply this quarterback, maybe it's a ratings thing, maybe it is a user control thing, is putting the ball down here to a spot and letting his player run to it as the play develops. Because here, this is an incompletion or errant throw. He's seconds away from a sack. Ball just barely gets out, and you could see it gives the receiver a chance to go out there, run under the ball. The next thing that I want to point out here too is it looks like there are different running animations based off of ball carrier and players without the ball. And I also want to point out the pursuit angle that this safety takes. He is not running to this player's ass. This isn't like a immediately there's a dot and you're a cat and you're chasing a dot. He's taking an angle here that's going to pursue him down the field to try to get an angle on this player. Unfortunately, he's just not able to do that. So overall from this clip, there are a lot of good things, there are a lot of bad things, but overall, if I'm playing this game and I complete this pass, how mad can I be? This football to me was represented here. This is the gamble of cover zero, throwing deep against it on these one-on-one corners. And how mad could I be if I'm the defense? The play got there, the quarterback made a crazy good accurate throw with heat in his face. So it wasn't like the AI got glitched. It wasn't like something changed the game engine to warp to make this play happen. It was a good anticipation throw against a cover zero defense. So we're going to talk about this other play. I'm just going to play it at speed here. Okay, so it's another offensive base play where they're showing essentially just some passing stuff. It looks like the exact same defense where you're going to get a cover zero with a blitz. It looks like you're going to have this player come off the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in here blitzing. The question I have here, if this is cover zero, because I looked at this a few times and I wasn't sure if it was a man-to-man or a zero, but if it is zero, these players should be fighting through this pick, and this is just so wide open, it's unreal. Now you do see that this backside player leaves his coverage and tries to make an attempt to make a play on the ball here. The animation is actually pretty cool. I'm really happy that even if you don't have a chance to get the ball, there are times where you think you're going to swipe at it, give your effort to try to make a play on the ball or deter the pass or do something and not just stand there and let the play happen. But looking at this again, this player turns immediately around and starts running upfield. So again, just some things coverage-wise that they need to iron out. It sort of makes me believe that this was some sort of zone coverage where this player had a deep, like half of the field here, and this was your inside, and these two inside players were your flats players, like your curl to flat or something like that, which is why he retreats. And this B receiver is pressuring upfield, which forces this player to respect that, have outside leverage on that player. But this wheel route basically comes wide open because of that. If this is a man-to-man coverage, it's immediately messed up at the snap because of the AI forcing this player into a turn. There should be something where he's at least holding his ground and fighting underneath this pick, or doing something that will allow him to try to get to the player here. And I'm not quite sure what happens, but that route combination gives that trouble. This is a pretty standard route combo. It's a skinny post with a wheel. Usually the wheel will be run by a player who comes from like a motion set, and then he'll use this player to create a natural pick against a man coverage. And in the zone version of this, the beater would be that this B receiver puts pressure on the outside zone so that he can't jump this. He's got to respect that vertical look and continue to backpedal. Up front, this line does a much better job of picking up this pressure than the last team. I don't know if maybe the battalion in NCAA terms would be considered like a powerhouse school, something like a like a top 25 ranked team or something like that. And that team we watched previously, the Deer, maybe they're not as good. They don't have as many 5-star recruits, 4-star recruits, so they're a team that's just a lesser team, which is why this gets picked up so much better. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating because we simply don't know, but I have seen a lot of people comment on this video saying that this looks really bad and sloppy, and I'm not saying it doesn't. But what I'm saying is, if you run a good route combo against a defense, this is what football is. You run a combination to create issues on the defense, which will allow you to make these easy plays. And at the risk of the AI looking bad, this works. And unfortunately, it doesn't look natural, where this player should be fighting through this natural pick created, having to run under this and trail and still give up the end zone. That's just a flaw of the game at this point. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if football is represented, I can really look past some of these mistakes, like these technical issues from a video game, not just because it's football, the technical issues of a video game. What I couldn't forgive is because of Madden's AI, and it needs you to lose here. Something like this would create an issue where one of these linemen purposely wouldn't block so the AI could sack you before this player is open. Those types of things don't look to be happening. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion on the gameplay. Let me know what you guys think below. I'm not sure if you agree with me, but I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to this game, and every time I get a chance to watch some clips, it makes me a little bit more excited. So I'm out.